Hi Aries, welcome to your week ahead. So this is going to be from the 9th to the 16th of December 2024. If you want to book your 2025, it is on the website. It is on deal, so check it out. There is tarot coaching for the serious who want to get ready for 2025. There's love reads, career reads, prices for every budget. Comment section for the website. Comment if you can't find the website. Sometimes people can't, or under the videos. Okay, like the video and comment. So what are we seeing this week for Aries, please? What are we seeing this week for Aries? Ooh, we got the Empress. Okay, so long may it continue. So some of you are feeling really good this week. You're in a mother role. You're just enjoying life. Christmas season. This is good food. It's feeling cozy. Even though there's a lot of intensity, I do feel like people are really trying to just enjoy before the new year. Obviously, 2024 has been intense for a lot of people, and I feel like people just want to enjoy the food, the dancing, the good energy before the new year. Okay, some of you might have had a very successful 2024 though. Because the Empress is someone who's very abundant, like this person has achieved a lot. So you could just be winding down after a very successful year. Okay. Okay. I feel like for some of you, instead of focusing on what you don't have, the message is focus on what you do have. That's what will make you feel good this week. If you are a single Aries, instead of sitting there looking at people who are in relationships, people who are with families, focus on, that there's good stuff to being single, right? When you're single, you can do what you want when you want. There's a lot of good stuff to it. So the same focus on what's good is what you've got. If you trigger yourself feeling like you're unhappy, you haven't got what you want, you didn't achieve what you want, I think it'll be a shit week. But if you kind of look at what you've got, what you've achieved, if you focus on yourself, it'll be a very good week. Some of you are feeling really emotional. Okay. So you're in your feels this week, some of you are in this, you are grateful and you are planning for 2025, but you're really just in the present. Okay, if you're single, you're happy being single, you're just working on you, you're enjoying time with family, friends, people you care about. If you're with somebody, but you're just doing you. But some of you are in your feelings. If you're cross-watching, as a water sign, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, I think you're dealing with a Aries man who can't be trusted. So if you're cross-watching and this Aries man is all over the place and he's not putting the effort into you, you're giving everything, he's not giving nothing in return. I feel like this is an Aries who's out of his power. He's very tired. He's complacent. He might be brooding over somebody else. So if you're cross-watching, you're being told to be careful with wasting your time. People's actions pretty much speak for themselves. I think we just live in a generation of people, or generations of people, who just love to confuse themselves. I mean, the truth is right there in the face, but they'll do everything but look at the truth. You've seen it with COVID, right? You see it day to day. So some of you, the truth, I don't mean to be mean, but the truth is right there in your face, and you just don't want to see the truth. Some of you Aries women, you're not in the best place right now, but it's because you don't want to see the truth that there's work to be done in you to get to that best place. Right? In other words, for you to truly become a wife, a mother, have a business, like you've got to get out your feelings and you've got to get into your power. Right? Someone's being too sensitive here. The other side of the coin is emotion is powerful, anger is powerful. It's when we feel emotional, it's when we feel angry that it's like, fuck this, I'm not doing this anymore. I'm going to this shit job, fuck you, get out. That's when you come to your power, is when you've just had enough. So listen, feel your feelings. I'm not saying you should think you're bad because you feel emotional. It's that time of year, it's the end of the year, people are looking at maybe you wasted most of it, maybe you give your power away, maybe you love someone who's now with someone else. I mean, it's difficult, but I'm saying it's time to gangster. It's time to get back to you. Okay, if you keep brooding, if you keep thinking about what you did and what didn't work, it's all past shit. Get in the now. That's a big message. And it's funny, isn't it? Because Christmas is about presents. But that's what I hear. Get into the present. Like, you know, and you should see the present as a gift. You know, people are so focused on the past, they're so focused on the future. It's like, no, the present is a gift. And they're telling you that even if you don't have everything you want right now, there's things you've got to be grateful for. I'm getting someone who's got anger issues. I'm getting some Aries women, or definitely the Aries man. So if the Aries man, there's a woman who's causing problems for you, or there's some woman around you, like a Karen, and I get it as you want to kill this woman. So the King of Wands reversed has to be careful, because this can be someone who has a temper. But I do think we live in that time as well where people are deliberately doing things to piss you off. Like they do. People play games all day long, you know? And I feel like for some of you, you've got someone around you who's deliberately trying to goad you. They're trying to get a reaction. So for the Aries man, try to be careful. For the women who are cross-watching for the Aries man, you're trying to do things to get this Aries man's attention, but you're actually just pissing this guy off. Like he's like, what? Like I think you're doing things to, like, maybe you're like dressing in mini skirts or using men, but all the things you think that's going to get his attention is just pissing him off. You know, so, and some of you, the dickheads that are around you, and we have to deal with them, we all do on a day-to-day basis, you're just being told not to feed them. I mean, they work for the devil. They're deeply demonic, entitled, low-class people, and you know, they'll just, don't feed them. Obviously, if they become a serious problem, then you're gonna have to deal with them, but deal with them intelligently. So some of you need to stop letting they're very strange people. And I feel like they just need to be fed. This is what I've noticed. A lot of people are leeching off people's energy, like they just need to be fed. But it's because they're an empty vessel. They need your attention, they need your energy, because they're empty. You know? And I think some of you ladies who are cross-watching, you're feeding up a masculine who's just empty. There's nothing he's got nothing to give you. Some of yous feel empty. You feel angry. You feel like, wait there, I'm a decent person, like I've gave, and why the fuck am I sitting here? So that's good, because it means that you have to learn boundaries, you have to learn give and take, you have to learn when to stop investing, there's stuff to learn. There is a lot of people at the end of 2024 who feel very bitter, very hurt, very betrayed, but there's two sides of that coin. If you've got to that point where you just feel alone, you feel like you've gave everything, you feel that, then there's something to learn there, right? But yeah, I'm getting that some of yous, I'm also getting people who are trying to intrude in a relationship, or this could be a toxic mother-in-law, it could be someone around you. You definitely need to watch this week, especially for the Aries man, how you're handling women. Because I think there's a woman who's trying to goad you, because what she's thinking is, he won't touch me. That's what these Karens do, and these Daves. They preach they hate the police, but the type, the minute something goes off, they'll be running to the police. Right? They'll do all kinds to get your reaction, and then when they get the reaction, I'll be like, please, 911, you know. Like, they just, you know. Personally, I think they just need locking up in a psych unit, but, you know, society is a psych unit, so what are you going to do? Demons live amongst us, the unhinged, paedophiles, murderers, the whole thing, you know, it's just all out there now, like, no one's even hiding it anymore. But you need to protect yourself and, like, watch your reactions. I know people can be really, really, like, I know. But by disciplining yourself, by grounding yourself, by not feeding these people. I think some of years it might be a neighbour. This is people who are sending evil eye, bad energy, that type of stuff, right? Because there's this entitlement. People live in this idea that they're all royalty these days, that they get this sense of entitlement. Deeply unhinged people. So some of yous this week need to watch your reactions, especially the Aries man, especially towards women. I'm not saying don't deal with this woman, but deal with it intelligently. Okay? Anger's not the solution. For those who are cross-watching, who are trying to get an Aries man's attention, the way you're doing it's not good. He doesn't want you, he wants someone else. Okay? I think he wants someone more conservative, somebody who doesn't act stupid, somebody who, you know. And some of you are just dealing with somebody who, it's an empty vessel. Like I said, these matrix and the way that they act, the constant need for attention, they're empty. They need validation from the external, right? They're empty. A Karen who's always mouthpiecing is a very empty woman. Or a Dave who's constantly intruding, very empty man. Okay? People who are living are too busy living, they're too busy exploring life, like they're living, they're not living through other people, right? So some of you, I think there is a sense of this. It could be family, it could be certain people, but you just need to watch your reactions, keep your stress level down, and find a smart way to deal with them. Okay, what else am I getting? Someone needs to let go of anger, resentment. Someone needs to let go of this can be someone who's always presenting this perfect image. This is where you just allow yourself to let go and be vulnerable and be happy and be expressive, right? Knight of Cups reversed. Okay. But I think it's a very interesting week. I think for the Aries who they're really focused on themselves. They're focused on what they can control, because see the way the woman is holding this and it's the cross. This is like when we give things up to God. Also know that God will take care of your enemies. I'm not joking. If you've got people around you, God will take care of your enemies. You know. So if there is certain people who you kind of feel like the way, and you want to be careful, go to God and say, you know, because God knows who's acting right. So he's going to be on the side of the people who are acting right. So if you go to God genuinely and say, listen, these enemies, this mother-in-law, there's like, I want to take care of it, but if I do, it's going to be a jail term, it's going to be some bad outcomes. Can you just take care of this motherfucker? God will take care of it. Okay? Some years it could be some boss, it could be some real estate owner, business owner. It's just someone who's just a demon. You know? So I'm also getting man on man. So I feel like some of you need to drop something. A business contract, a lawyer, for the Aries man who likes men, this person's not good for you. When two men come up reverse together, if this is a couple, they're not good for each other. This upright, two men who are good for each other. There's something that's not good for you. Anger, intense anger. I'm not saying I know that these motherfuckers are pressing. But if you act on the anger that I can sense, it's jail or death. And I think you just need to weigh up, you know, and you have to know that karma is a long line, and that when we act bad, when we intrude in people's lives, when we do bad shit, it comes back. It does. When we go meddling in the divine plan, it's not a joke, you know. That's why people need to mind the business, focus on the business. Now that doesn't mean you shouldn't, you know, there will always be problems, there will always be some you know, but I'm saying, I'm telling you, the smart people are like, I'm going to be very careful what I'm doing in people's lives, you know, especially because time has showed people that it's like, be very careful what you're doing, because it's coming back. So yeah, there is a sense here of, if you act right, you will get the win here legally, whether it be universal law, karmic law, material law, you will get the win, but you need to be acting right. 10 of Pentacles. Some of you, what I'm saying is, something needs to be ended. A job, it's killing you. A relationship, something's got to go. Now for the Aries, who we talked about, some of you are in a really good place. This is the Empress, 10 of Pentacles. This can be a person who all year they've been working on themselves, they've been doing the healing, they've been working on the body, they've been working on multiple income streams, and it's just a good way to end the year. Come January, you're in a good fucking place. Why? Was it luck? Or was it work? It was work. You did the work. And now you're getting the rewards. So don't let the bitter and the salty, who are like, oh yeah, you're just lucky, or you know, it's genetics. Stop listening to the bitter and the salty, because that's exactly what it is. And also, another message is, you've got nothing to prove, right? You know what you're doing to people. You know what work you've done. You know who you are. I know it's very difficult when dirty smut, that's what I call it, these demons that are out in society now, has the audacity to talk dirt on your name.